So where exactly are we at with the reopening of stuff? Because I'm just as confused as anybody else in regards to, do I wear a mask? Do I not wear a mask going inside? Some stores say no, and then some say it's just a suggestion, not a law.
Right.
Is it trouncing our constitutional rights? I mean, there's just a big mess here, and it's like you see so many things on social media come from both ways, so I don't even know what to believe anymore.
Well, here's the thing. There is a huge government overreach right now. Mm-hmm. And I understand why they did it to start. So when this was a global pandemic and we were looking at the COVID numbers from New York City and the death toll coming from New York City, they made all their projections and predictions on New York City for the whole rest of the country, where the whole rest of the country is not New York City. We don't have apartment complexes with 1,000 people living in Temecula or even in Los Angeles for that matter.
Right.
So that's why the COVID numbers did not spike here. It's because we have social distancing built into our society already.
Yeah.
So a city like New York City, they are a communal. I mean, it's like a hive there.
They're shoulder to shoulder.
They're shoulder to shoulder. So that it's totally understandable why they would spike so high. So, and that's where the overreach started, but they had the ability to make an adjustment and kind of reposition, and they didn't do it. They kept saying as though it was still going to happen. And to me, that was the mistake like our governor made, not looking at our state as a whole. I mean, almost 40 million people. And you look at the death toll even today, it's a fraction, a tiny, tiny fraction of New York. New York City even. New York State didn't even get spikes like New York City.
Wow.
So upstate New York didn't get hit like, the city itself. So that alone shows you the differences between, a closely tight-knit population and a more spread out. And so all of our predictions should have been based on the more spread out. Now, should we have shut down? It's armchair quarterbacking at that point.
Yeah.
But could we have opened earlier? I think so. I think we have played this out a little too long at this point. Mm-hmm. And people don't understand. Even Como was saying, when he was questioned about the death tolls still going on, and he says, but death tolls always lag the improvement. So people who are going to die today have been in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So you can't really look at the death toll in respect to recovery. And so and we've seen it here in Riverside County too. I mean, just yesterday there were 14. But
deaths.
But the hospitalizations went down. Of course, people are saying, well, that's because everybody died who was in the hospital. So, I mean, you can make that correlation, but I don't choose to. I want to believe that, yes, those people did die. And these numbers are really suspect, too, because sometimes Riverside County will do an accounting, and then all of a sudden, oh, we missed 6 on day 37 over here, so we're adding those to the total. So it's not a realistic look. And as far as the masks are concerned, I mean, Dr. Fauci at the very beginning says masks won't make a difference. And through social pressuring, all of a sudden, masks started to make a difference to him. And so it's like, stores can still request you to wear a mask to come into their store. They have that right. So I carry a mask in my pocket. I only put it on when someone tells me to. Okay. I've been tested twice so far. And, when 96% of everybody is being tested negative, of that 4%, a good 80 to 85% aren't even going to the hospital because they're asymptomatic or the symptoms weren't. I was just talking to Temecula Valley Hospital the CEO. Mm-hmm. And she was telling me that, if someone tests positive, 9 times out of 10, we just tell them, go home, shelter in place. If you have no symptoms, if you're not feeling, anything, we don't want you here. So.
And what do you feel about some of the